community, work life, home life, pop culture, access, the Black Bay experience.
What's up, Bay Area? You know what it is. It's your girl, Cammie. Welcome to the Black Bay experience, where we highlight all things regarding the Black existence, Black experience, and Black empowerment in the Bay Area. We need a platform to come together. So let's get right into it. Federal agents for Homeland Security has reportedly raided various residents owned by P. Diddy across Los Angeles, Miami, and New York. The raid is connected to a case being handled out of the Southern District of New York. However, no additional information about what prompted the search has yet been released. Now, we all know this comes after Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, aka Cassie, initially filed a 35-page lawsuit against him in November 2023. The suit accused Diddy of sexual assault, abuse, and trafficking. In December 2023, the music mogul was hit with another lawsuit. This one accused him of engaging in sexual assault of a minor in 2003. The lawsuit accused Diddy of grooming the former male employee for sex, drugging and raping the male, and enlisting his son, Justin Combs, to find underage girls and prostitutes for alleged sexual escapades. Diddy's attorney has denied all allegations against him. Now let's get into Little Rod Jones, aka Little Rod, is reportedly a former Diddy videographer and producer. His lawsuit alleges that he was sexually assaulted by the 50-year-old and subjected to unwanted advances from Diddy's associates. Before we move forward, we'd like to announce a trigger warning. This portion of the segment contains content related to sexual assault. That Diddy would touch his genitals and anus amid parading around in nude in front of him. Additionally, Jones believes that Diddy was trying to groom him into having sex. Furthermore, Jones also accused the 54-year-old of bringing prostitutes to his homes, as well as underage girls, and drugging and possibly raping him. Here's what's alleged of Justin Combs and Stevie J. Jones accused the 54-year-old of forcibly making him watch a video of Stevie J having sex with another man. Jones alleges that Diddy instructed him, Stevie J, and his son Justin Combs to recruit prostitutes and underage girls to bring back to his parties. Jones' lawsuit also alleges that on separate occasions, the cousin of Diddy's on-again, off-again girlfriend, Young Miami, sexually assaulted him along with actor Cuba Gooding Jr. Now, everyone accused of these alleged violations has denied any involvement, and most of them responded by stating their legal team will be handling these false complaints. Now, what does the street say? Well, simply that Diddy pissed off the wrong person, and this may have something to do with his alleged racial claims. In June 2023, the rapper filed a complaint alleging that Diego classified Ciroc and De Leon as Black brands that should only be marketed to urban consumers. For those that don't know, Combs signed with Diego to be the face of Ciroc back in 2007. According to Diddy, He helped to grow the brand sales by over 3,000%. They partnered once again in 2013 to buy, market, and sell De Leon tequila. But Combs' team wrote that Diego consistently fell short of its commitments regarding promotion. Now, Combs' legal team also alleged that one of the company's executives directly acknowledged Combs' race as something holding De Leon back, telling him if he was Martha Stewart, his brand would be more widespread. Child, let us know in the comments how y'all feel about this. Is Jones just another scapegoat used to retaliate against Diddy? Or did Diddy really violate that man? Now, we've all heard from 50 Cent. But the Black Bay Experience wants to hear from you. So, tap in. We'll be right back with Black Insecurity. Black workers are overrepresented among COVID-19's frontline essential workers. These roles require physical presence at job sites, exposing workers to elevated risk of infection. Occupations such as bus drivers, security guards, and hospital orderlies have a significant Black workforce. Unfortunately, many of these essential jobs pay less than $16.54 an hour, which is insufficient to meet the basic needs of a family of four. Millions of Black essential workers work in roles like nursing assistants and home health aides, caring for vulnerable populations during the pandemic. These jobs, often held by Black women, offer poverty wages and lack of benefits such as paid leave or health insurance. Despite being held as heroes, these workers face inadequate safety protections and insufficient pay. 1/3 of all security guards and school bus drivers are Black. They earn median wages of $26,000 with limited pathways of professional advancement. The job description of most unarmed security work requires the security detail to observe and report without getting physically involved. The security detail is to look and write it down on a DAR document, which is called Daily Activity Report. Now, this seems easy and criticized by some as an easy way out. There are some Black licensed to carry armed guards located at your luxury retail shops, such as Louis Vuitton and Chanel, as well as your heightened crime community drugstores like Walgreens and CVS. The same resolution applies across the board. The Black community desperately seeks livable wages and access to mainstream careers in the Bay Area. Livable wages and mainstream careers not only aids household stability, but it also leads to community confidence and progression. But for some reason, we continue to be deprived of upward mobility. Please join the Black Bay Experience as we talk with some of the Bay Area's own security officers. What's up, Jarrell? Thank you for sharing your world with the Black Bay Experience. Now, what led you to become a security officer?
Okay, I have family members that was doing it, so I seen them every day, you know, making day by day and everything. But yeah, family members basically. I have family members working there, and that basically made me, interested.
Is security your first choice of employment?
It actually is, because, it's flexible. It's jobs that's flexible. And yeah, it's a good choice. It's flexible, and you can work around. If you want to do part or full, but yeah, it's flexible. And if you had like an event staff or event security, you can actually have fun while you're doing it. It's actually not bad. Actually not bad, depending on what job you have.
Is this your only job?
Yes, for right now, this is my only job. It's my only job right now, for sure.
Are you making ends meet with your security job?
Yeah, I am. I'm making ends meet. Could be better, though.
Do you have access to educational resources in the Bay Area?
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of community buildings, a whole bunch of buildings out here to help you, access with everything around, with jobs and everything like that.
What are some of your challenges you face while working with the public?
Oh, wow. Whole bunch of them. Especially being in SF San Francisco, downtown TL. If you ain't grew up out here, then you definitely gonna face some challenges. I done had a whole bunch of, homeless and here and there. You gotta deal with it a lot. I done had to, I don't wanna put hands on nobody, we ain't supposed to, but it's been times I had to defend myself, stuff like that. There's been a whole bunch of sticky situations though, definitely. Depending on what area you in.
How long have you been working as a security officer?
Oh, well, I've been doing about 15 plus years. 15 plus years doing security, and worked all kind of jobs, all different ones. From the bar, the club, hospitals, everything. I done did almost everything, 15 plus years, yeah.
What advice would you give to someone interested in becoming a security officer in the Bay Area?
Well, I say it is good. It's a good career choice. If you really ready to do it, you really put your mind to, security, and if that's what you want to do is right up your alley, go ahead, go for it. No complaints from me.
What's up, Hakeem? Thank you so much for sharing your world with the Black Bay Experience. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a security officer here in San Francisco. I was born and raised. Currently reside over in Oakland right now, and I've worked in numerous places in here throughout the community, just trying to help do my part, trying to keep everything nice, trying to keep it right,
What led you to become a security officer?
Honestly, the fact that I didn't pay attention more in school and go to college, but I will say this about security. It is a great career path for people who choose to do this career. Like if you didn't say pursue things that you wanted to pursue or nothing like that, it provides a lot of opportunity because you can always get hours. There's always different jobs, and there's so many different aspects to it. Corporate security, retail security, private security, things like that. I do a little work in the community and the retail. I also do some work over at UC Berkeley. So I've been all over.
Now, security wasn't your first choice. What would have been your first choice of employment?
Well, I was always told I was very good at sales. I'm living quite well, especially at a time when a lot of people aren't.
Is this your only job?
Security is my only job, yes, but I work in a lot of different fields of it, and again, it's all for somebody who may be looking to get into it. It's nice to see that it's expanding right now. It's all on your mentality. I'm what's considered a security officer. You can work a 40-hour job week somewhere, and you can just be a guard. You can collect a paycheck or whatever. But however, like in the aspect of let's say you're a doctor or a fireman or a police officer or a lawyer, that's something that you are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The only time you aren't those things are when you go on vacation. I consider myself that kind of officer. So I do it as a career. You might find me putting in 50 hours a week. You might find me putting in 80 hours a week or whatever is necessary. But, it all adds up, man.
Now, do you have access to educational resources in the Bay Area?
Yeah, there's a lot of different programs that security can lead you to. Actually, I've been approached by the Department of Corrections numerous times, because you can, to get a guard card and to be an armed officer like myself, you have to have certain, qualifications or things that don't disqualify you per se. But with that, people do take notice, and there's a lot of different places that you could go. Again, it's all on your mentality and how you think about it.
What are some of the challenges you face while working with the public?
Some of the challenges you face are basically the same thing in any other field where, the law is being enforced, You know, people love you when you're doing something to help them, and then when they're doing something wrong, then they hate you. You know, the way that things are now at this time, you know, it really, it's like the police. Sometimes they love you, they hate you. You get everything from being called a rent-a-cop to a failure, this like that. But I, like in this community right here, who come to me and thank me every day for what I do and for being here and tell me how much they appreciate it. Then I also have people who come and say the exact opposite, but it's usually the ones who aren't doing what they should be doing. They're out there blaming everybody else for what it is that they don't have and, you know, think they're entitled to do. It's just a whole different time right now. But the ones in the community, the ones who really are from here, you know, the ones who are still trying to keep their businesses open, trying to have their own places, you know, the love that I get from them is something good, and that's why I keep doing it. The funny thing is, I actually don't like the fact that I'm good at my job. And I'm not trying to like toot my own horn. The reason I do this is because other people tell me how good I am at it.
Do you feel safe on the job?
For the most part, yeah, I guess about as safe as you could be anywhere else. But there are times when it does get a little crazy. You know, we've had officers who, I don't know if you know, there was a shooting a while ago that happened, you know, downtown in the city. And, yes, exactly. And that was something that, if you ask me, it shouldn't have happened. You know, it could have been avoided. And because of things like that too, you know, yeah, there's times on a regular basis I get threatened, I get an ice cream thrown at me, I get somebody who says they want to come back and, you know, shoot me, or they're going to do some stuff like this. So sometimes it's rough because working in your community, you know, people see you as an authority figure or somebody who they think is trying to act like a certain authority figure. When you go to the same grocery store they go to, you go eat at the same restaurant they do, you talk to the same people they do when you get off work. And I would say, I guess that is the toughest part of it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when a lot of times the people that you are dealing with, it's like, you ain't even from around here. I was born here. My auntie's still around the corner. You know what I mean? So that gets kind of frustrating at times too when people don't respect that. But again, there's always a balance to it. There's always, when you have a day like that, there's always that one person who comes to you and just says, "Hey, I appreciate what you're doing. You know, thank you for helping us keep our place open." So, you know, at the end of the day, it's, you know, you have good days and bad days.
Has the increase in theft and crime impacted your job responsibilities?
Yes and no. And, you know, with that, it's good. I'm glad that you asked that, because here's the ironic thing that happens to be like a catch-22. I hate the fact that we've come to a point where we need so much more security because of laws that were voted into place in order to keep businesses open, seeing mom and pop places get hit and shut down and robbed, or even a big corporation like CVS or Walgreens, when people look at that and they don't take accountability for the jobs that are provided for the people who have to work there. You know, somebody who's worked in a place for 30 years should not have to put up with going to 5 different stores just so they can get their 40 hours in because the business is getting driven out. So I would like to see that change. But the ironic part to that is, now in my field, they're paying us more than they ever have, and there's so many jobs available because of it. So if the crime actually gets cleaned up, then I go back to making half of what I'm getting now. So it's kind of weird, because I do think about that concept all the time. Like, okay, well, if the crime goes away, then you might be out of a job. But you know what? I would rather that happen than what's going on now. So right now, I'm just kind of, you know, like everybody else. You know, you do what you got to do.
Now, what would you say to someone interested in becoming a security officer in the Bay Area?
Just be prepared for what it is right now. You know, the good thing about it is there is a lot of opportunity, because it's not just, let me just say, so it's not just the Bay Area, thank God. This is going on all through California. It's going through all through Chicago, all through New York. So what I would say to somebody who was looking to get into security field, first of all, I recommend that anybody, and I'm saying anybody, I don't care what you have, a lot of friends right now who make a lot of money who are in between jobs. A guard card is a great thing to have if you qualify for it. It's a couple $100s, and whether you are a person like me doing it full time, whether you are a single mom trying to, take care of kids and get to school, whatever, you can get any shift, any type of hours, anything you got. Security is very highly flexible. You can get you a shift working from 12 at night till 8 in the morning. You can get you a 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can get you a 12 to 2:30. You can get you weekends on, weekends off. I mean, there is a lot, and with that, it just comes, it's all on what you decide to do with it.
Right on, brother.
Today on Bay Area Supports, we are highlighting top-tier hair bundles, providing top-quality, double-weft virgin hair bundles to salon owners, hairstylists, store owners, and clients. You can reach them on Instagram at top-tier hair bundles. DM to order. We are so glad to share this space with you here at the Black Bay Experience. Be sure to follow us on all major social media platforms. Like the videos and drop a comment. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week, right here, same time, same place on the Black Bay Experience.